menus. So, and it's 7 o'clock on my computer, so which means that we are starting. So this is one more live session on decoding skills. And last week we had a very inspirational session by Sheila Thorne and by Richard Caldwell. And I know that a lot of people came out of the session with the really inspired to try listening decoding activities with their learners. And unfortunately, 1 week and just 2 hours is not enough to cover everything, which is why we are here one more time. This time we'll be looking a little bit more in detail at more activities that could be done in class. So here is a brief outline of today's session. So basically, I tried to reflect the questions that I've seen on the forums. So, the why. So decoding activities. What is decoding? Last time, Richard and Sheila demonstrated that the sound substance and the way words are pronounced in fast speech are quite variable, and this makes it very difficult for learners to recognize the words when they sound them, when they hear them, and they need practice doing that and analyzing where their listening breaks down at this micro level. So this is basically the why, and I think everybody now agrees on that. And there is the big question of syllabus. So the question of, can we approach listening decoding in a systematic way, and can we pre-decide a syllabus, or does it always have to be in response to the learner's problems with a particular message text? So this is the what do we teach? Another question is when. In my particular lessons, when is the most logical place to actually address decoding skills? And then there is the question of how. And I would say these are two questions. So first is the question of activities, and just having a stock of activities to have some variability, but also for people who have just discovered all of that, and for people who do not feel that confident with phonology, it might be very difficult to actually picture themselves in class doing that kind of work. And I know for a fact what happens when I can't picture myself in class doing something. I end up not doing it. So hopefully today's session will help with that. And the last question is, who are the models of speech here? So do we have to use authentic models? Can we use decoding activities with course books? And can maybe the teacher present the model? So Kurt is asking about the sound. Could somebody suggest in the chat box that he logs in using IE on Internet Explorer? Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to first briefly analyze a short video and see. We'll try to analyze it and to see if anything emerges in terms of the syllabus. And then we are going to have a look at the listening lesson framework that we were examining something like 3 weeks ago, and see where decoding could fit into this framework. And then one of the things that I'm excited about is that we're going to have a look at a few recordings of teachers doing listening decoding in class. And I hope that this will really help people picture this work, and also help us explore some do's and don'ts. And finally, we will dig a little bit into actual variety of activities. I'm saying this because on the Moodle platform, there are a lot more, and we will have explore a little bit now, and you can explore more during the week. And finally, we are going to look briefly at a couple of tools that make people's life easier, and these are going to be subtitled videos on YouTube, and how you can explore the fact that they're subtitled, and Tube Wizard, which is a tool that I'm one of the co-creators of. Okay, so this is basically the outline. And let's move on. So right now here we are going to perhaps revisit what Sheila and Richard were talking about, but really briefly. So in a moment, you're going to watch a recording on YouTube of Leonardo DiCaprio talking about an accident that he had. So you might have seen this video or you might not have. So what I want you to do for now is I'm going to post the link, and could you please just watch this video? And it's something like a minute long video, and just enjoy it and think about what level of learners could you explore and exploit this video with. So here is the link. Watch it and think about what level.